LoungeMediaPro.com.
Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. You got to do bad in order to do good.
That's the truth, man. Snoop Dogg, Ups and Downs, Julio G, 935 KDAY, 9 o'clock vibe, boy.
Julio G,
I told you, man.
Tell the world, man.
Tell the world, man.
You made that a single, man. One day I was hollering at you on the phone, and you was
I
like,
seen you at that we was at that game, remember that racetrack place, and I went with Fred Wreck?
oh, you sure?
And that's why I seen you real quick, and I told you, man, your album's banging, but
yes,
man.
Sir. You said you need to drop that one right there, because that one right there say a whole lot. And when I dropped it, it touched everybody in the world. It touched me. When I went overseas and performed, it was like one of the biggest songs I had.
Yeah, man.
So I thank you for that.
Thank you, man, because it was a mantra. I mean, I heard you around town telling people, like, Julio G, he picked that, but you know what it was, Snoop? It's like, I loved your album when you put it out, and I love, I got to tell you, man, I love that Justin Timberlake song and what you did and the idea and the concept and the whole thing.
I just did another one with him for his album. Lord have mercy, Jesus is so cold-blooded.
But I just, what the thing about it was that at the moment it was like that was bomb, but it was like that song right there to me was like you needed to give back those fans and let them know, hey, the street, check this out. This is Ups and Downs for the streets. And it's like, at first, people wasn't really trying to mess with it in L.A. We was playing it real early, right off the album, and it was like that BG sample and everything. But what you're saying in the song, it was just like, I know this was going on right now, and the people are going through ups and downs. It is tough out here. A lot of people are fronting and acting like it's a beautiful thing, but it's people going through it, man.
We go through hard times, man. And what was beautiful about it, we even did a video, you know what I'm saying, that brought, me and Games, homies, closer together, because we was about to go on tour, and that was a, way to bridge the gap for us to have a peaceful situation while we was out there. And it was just beautiful because the whole Western Conference movement was in effect, and it was to be done at the time. That's why I say you were beautiful for giving me that information. We made it happen. It went down and it's going down.
That's how we doing it, man. Hey, Snoop, let me ask you about this. Let me put this microphone for you, bro. I really want to hear you out here, man.
Okay.
Let me ask you about the Western Conference. If anybody, I was talking about it on the air when it went down. It was a conference that Snoop Dogg put together to get all the West Coast artists kind of in one room to air out, differences that were going on. And Snoop, I got to commend you for that, man, because, like I said, when I told you earlier, I didn't mean to say it in a sense like you don't need to be doing this for Tukey Williams. What I was saying, what I meant by that was that, you know what I mean? It's like you really don't have to be doing nothing, dog. You really at the point of life where you don't have to do that, and you doing that just makes you a bigger person. Really, at the end of the day, I admire you for that, man.
Thank
you know what I mean?
I'm a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me I was Prophet Eli, so I got to be a prophet and I got to prophesy. So I got to go out here and do what I do. I love when I do things that I don't get paid for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More than I love doing things that I do get paid for. I'm not materialistic at all. You know what I'm saying? You won't really catch me, being flamboyant and flossy like I used to be, because I'm more into life and more trying to educate and try to give somebody something to grow on. I really want to become, classic. I want to become a Marvin Gaye or a Curtis Mayfield, somebody whose music really helps you get to where you need to get to, where you can really depend on my music to help you survive. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. When I build music, I build catalogs of pictures, to paint pictures for you to see, for you to really enjoy life.
No doubt, man. So let me ask you about the Western Conference and the whole reason. And what sparked you on to doing that? Like, what got you? What was the moment that you said, we need to do a meeting? Because you're spontaneous, so I know it was like something happened. You said, hey, we're gonna put the West Coast
together. Believe it or not, I was riding with my homeboy Willie McGinnis from the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, and me and him was just talking. And he was like, "Dog, man, you got so much power, homie. You got power you don't even know." He said, "Man, you need to basically get everybody together and put some peace down. Get Suge, get everybody that got a problem, and just, you can do that." And I was like, "You think so?" I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. I just put it all together in like about 2 or 3 days. Called a few people that I knew from this radio station, from here, my homies over there, people who knew him, people that knew him, people I didn't like that didn't like me, and just started making that connection. I even called Corrupt, and I was like, "Man, I love you," and it just broke the ice, you know what I'm saying? It just started a whole lot of love, and I'm like, "Come see me," It ain't just, I want to talk to you on the phone, come see me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was back in motion again. I was like, well, let's just have a day where we can just all see each other, and if we do got an issue where it's that serious, we can go in the back and get scrapping and get it crack-a-lacking and get it over with, and it will be what it is. And, you know, everybody showed up with the right mind state because it was long overdue. We wanted to know who he was. I love King T and them rappers over there and them dudes, and why I ain't never got a chance to work with them or do a song with them, you know, because, they was with Eazy and I was with Dre. They was Snoop Dogg, he was Suge. You know, and it was to the point where it was like, you know what? I don't care who you with. If you got that W on you, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, that you pushing that W and you pushing it in a real way where you ain't disrespecting nobody else from the Wild Wild West.
Right. No
and that's
doubt
what
about
the
it.
mission was, to keep everybody loving each other, being peaceful and harmonizing to where we can get on each other's projects, make money together. And that way, the rappers with all the money won't shy away from the West Coast, you know, with all of that, what's going on out here. A lot of times, it'd be a lot of talent out here, but a label won't take the chance because they don't want to get, we don't want to get shot. We don't want to get robbed. We don't want to, because all of that baggage that we carry. So we got to go back to making good music, and labels to saying, we want to get these West Coast artists because they're a great business move. That's why I was trying to teach them, you know, the corporate world, business,
no doubt about it.
you know. There's no room for beef in the corporate world. There's no room for animosity. It's only room for money, more zeros, money, business, and more zeros.
No doubt about it. Well, check it out. We got Snoop Dogg in the house. Everybody, 935 KDAY. Man, whew, this room is smoky, boy. Damn.
What about that drop I made for you, G?
I thought we was going into the real soon with Jamie Foxx. That's what I want to bust out on.
You want to bust that?
Yeah, man.
Okay, bust that.
I mean, look, we got time, Snoop, man. I cut the commercials out and everything for you, man.
I just want you to hear that masterpiece
I want to hear it, man.
For you, man.
Let's do it like this, yo. 935 KDAY. Dog Pound in the house. Snoop Dogg. There's the rock. DPGC, Jamie Foxx, Nate Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Cat on the track.
Battle Cat, you're a fool for that beat, man.
Stanley Tookie Williams, keep your head up, OG.
No doubt, man. Check it out. Julio G, 935 KDAY, hip hop today and back in the day. Tuned into the 9 o'clock bomb. We got Snoop Dogg in the house. We're going commercial free, y'all.
Yeah, that's how
Straight up. That's how we gonna do it, man. It's been a while since I've seen you, Snoop, man. You know what? Hey, I
love you.
I want to say this,
man. You know I love you, Eastsider.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's real serious. I really want to thank you on the air, man, because when I was out of work, man, and I got off the beat, man, it was like, you know, it was a tough time for me, man, in the sense of like, you know, I got my daughter, man, and you know, I'm moving, I'm doing my thing, and now I was dealing with this radio station that just didn't really understand, and I'm trying to tell them, they used to be hating on my West Side radio over there. They used to be like, oh, man, you can't be having all these Crips and all that. But at the end of the day, you know, the whole message of what West Side radio is about is like we blowing up the West Coast and the artists and what we're doing, and sometimes they don't understand. We start talking on the air about Cripping and gang stuff. It ain't to promote that. We're not promoting that. We're talking about the issues for the kids to understand, like how, you know, let's keep it real. But man, Snoop, I want to thank you. Even Melody was telling me, man, it's like, man, I did this XM radio thing for Snoop. I did a little talking thing over here, and boom, and money kept floating through the Snoop Dogg camp, and I appreciate that because that was cool, man. Because you know what I mean. A lot of cats just move on, man.
West. Hey, you know I love the West for real.
But you've been down with those Snoop. You just like, man, you want to do an album, pick any song, man. Just don't worry about it, man.
You my main man, though, G. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna put it to you like this: when I was a youngster listening to you on KDAY back in the days, that's like it's a treat for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect everything from the West Coast, you know. And you was close to one of my idols, Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying? I just hate the fact that me and him never really saw eye to eye because of what we was going through. But, you know, I ain't never been afraid to say it. I love him for what he did and how he did it because he showed me how to do it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, being close to him, putting that West Side radio out there when he was here, when he was gone, you know, keeping the tradition moving on. Your heritage, your tradition. You're something that everybody out here on the West Coast need to know about. And I gotta promote you because you're a part of our history. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Snoop.
They shouldn't just know it's just Drake, Snoop, and you know it go back even deeper than that. It's Uncle Jam's Army, it's Mix Masters, it's the whole nine, it's everything. You know what I'm talking about?
No doubt about it. Battle Cats in the house too, man. Original KDAY Mix Masters. Julio G, Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound in here, man. Yeah. Snoop, can I break down and can we talk now? Do you mind if we talk? Okay, look, check it out, man. I want to ask you first of all, have you spoke to Suge Knight?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you think that is resolved, or has it? What's going on with that situation? Because we're at the Western Conference, and I really never got the whole read of was it cool, not cool.
Well,
what's going on? With it?
My whole thing was I never had a problem with Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? I always loved him for what he did for me when I was on death row, giving me the opportunity, believing in me, pushing me, standing behind me and my cripping at the same time, standing behind me and my lyrics, my crew, believing in what I believed in. It just became a situation where, you know, it's like when you living at your mama's house and you finally go get your own house and your house look better than your mama's house and you got a bad car and, you know, mama might get mad, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think it was, you know, because I had outgrew the system. But my whole situation was I never really hated Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with him. It was more about him and his goons having a problem with me and trying to get at me foul over records and get at me foul in public.
Right.
But through the grace of God, I learned how to become a strong man and how to deal with situations and scenarios and be peaceful and positive and not really get at him like that, because I felt like two great black men going at it would do nothing but end up neither one of us would be here. So I was man enough to say that I don't want a problem with you. You know, I'm not scared of you, but I don't want a problem with you. I don't want people to feel like me and you are at each other. So if we're in the same place at the same time, people don't have to start reaching for their guns or have to call the police. I didn't want that environment, because when I walk in a place, people grab cameras and grab papers and pens because they want to get an autograph or a picture. You know, and no matter who's in the building, that should be the same vibe. That wasn't the vibe whenever he would show up.
Right.
You know, people would get to getting out of the place and, you know, tensing up and what's happening? You cool, dog? You straight? And, you know, and it wasn't, I didn't feel like that was a need for that. I'm 30-something years old and I felt like I'm a grown man. I'm trying to do business, make music, make movies, be creative, and I have no time for personal issues with nobody. And I just felt like, you know, whatever it was that he had a problem with me, we should have just ended it that day. And in my mind and my heart, I have ended it. If I see him, it ain't nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel. You know, I protect myself if it go ugly, but other than that, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's good to hear, man. Well, you know what? I really hope to see all that resolved, because I think it has hurt the West Coast and the image that has brought it. And I, you know, I commend you for just doing that, man, and just being, you know, bigger than the whole situation and keep it moving. And I'm down with Suge Knight too, you know what I'm saying?
I know that.
I'm with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
you from the West.
Yeah, from the West. I'm going to play everybody, baby. You know what I mean? We're going to
push it all, man.
We're going to do it all, man. Hey, Snoop, do you mind if I go into something classic of yours, man, since I got you in here, man?
Man, do what you
Let's do it like this, man. Let's do it like this. Snoop Dogg's in the house, everybody. 935 KDAY, West Side.
LoungeMediaPro.com.